Oh, and a bunny.
I'm going to do my silly one first.
That's not an executioner's hat.
It's quite close, actually. Will you see what I've done? I've maimed this bunny for the sake of art. That's awful. Terrible, isn't it? I don't know whether anyone remembers a postcard there used to be, which said something like, wouldn't it be wonderful if schools and hospitals had all the money they needed and the army had to hold jumble sales to get there? Do you remember that card? Yeah. And when the Tory party talked about contracting out the army, I thought this was an idea that had arrived, particularly as they're trying to get the voluntary sector and the private sector to do all the work and provide all the services. So this is putting those two ideas together. It's called Big Society Boot Sale Bunny. Want to buy bunny? A fine young rabbit, only been vomited on twice. Still has 50% of his eyes. Or how about this nifty little gadget for trimming those shifty little bits of nasal hair? Or maybe you're needing some party gear to wear. This sexy nun's habit here could be a bit of fun. Festive season's just begun. Don't hit me with that leery look. Doing my bit for charity, yeah? Playing my part in the big society. Thought I'd better do some volunteering in the vibrant voluntary sector. Perfect place to get the London populace off its arse, stop the proles stuffing their faces, trim down public purses, exercise some 5 portions a day, social enterprise. What's my cause, you ask? Of course I'm not asking for praise or applause, but raising cash for the armed forces is a good thing, right? We must keep up our military might, and now the army's been contracted out, every bunny counts. We need your money. Every nun's veils another bullet. Be aware that funding for incursions can be paid for by shorter nose hair. And I'll thank you for not thinking that Challenger 2 tank's going to need a pretty big bunch of boot sale bunnies. Because at every stage, care about carnage is using our proactive third sector positivity when we fundraise, like tree and trimmers for Trident, sponsor a gunner, and Liberation, don't say can't, say can, which got a lottery grant. To have a chance to get the cash, we can call it liberation, not invasion. We plan to smash through bureaucracy and advance into nations on a project-by-project approach. If we see a place not providing proper democracy, we will free the country from itself. Hire an airbase and freelance soldiery, buy bullets, bombs and guns, then our ranks can advance in only one cherished owner tanks. I know that's a lot of dosh to raise, selling squashed up bunnies with only half a face, but nowadays we don't need sexed up dossiers excuses to invade, and we'll get the punters being liberated to pay. On a bomb and bullet basis, we can invoice the addressees of each piece of ordnance. The customer providing finance is always right, but may occasionally be a light. I can see your looks of reproach, and you're not convinced the books will balance with this big society approach. But the brilliance of this plan is borrowed from Tesco, if you will. We get the customers to serve themselves. We bought some drones, you know, the ones where we don't get killed, remote controlled. The punters of a nation guide them in and bomb a self-service liberation. So, want to buy a bunny? Now you know where your money will go. Or maybe you could volunteer. Sewing on a bunny's ear can triple a contribution to Trident. Don't let the arms companies get all the contracts. Care About Carnage is here to present the socially responsible argument for low carbon, fair trade liberation. Get off the fence, buy a bunny, and make a difference.